Yo, YouTube, what's up everybody? It's the Flamehead97, and I'm back at y'all today for an album review. So today I'm going to be reviewing Katy Perry's new album titled 143. This album has 11 tracks. It's a very short album. It's her shortest album to date. It's not even 35 minutes length, so we'll have to talk about that later on in the review. But for now, let's go and get started with this review. So the first song I'm going to mention in this review is the lead single and the opening track of the album called Woman's World. This is another women's empowering song, just like Firework and Roar were back in 2010 and 2013. So, Woman's World, it's a pretty catchy song. I mean, I know some of the critics and other people didn't like this song upon its release, but I respect their opinion. But I think it's a good song, and I definitely like it a lot, and I thought it was a great way to begin the album. So, Woman's World, great single, great choice for a lead single. So, I'm going to give Woman's World a 4 out of 5 rating, because I really like this song a lot, and it's just another great, empowering song for the women out there. So, great song. So, I'm going to skip down to the 5th song on the album called Crush for the next song that we'll talk about. So, Crush, this was one of the non-singles of the album and was one of the better songs outside of the singles, because some of the other songs before this I weren't big fans of, but I'll talk about that later on in the review. So, track 5, Crush, this was a great song. If I was Katy Perry, I would have chose this as one of the singles, but it is what it is. Still a good song though. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, because I really like this one a lot. It's a really good one. So 3 out of 5. So next song I'm going to talk about in the review is the second single for this album, and the song is called Lifetimes. And to be honest with you guys, when I first listened to the song, I wasn't that big on it, to be honest. But with each listen, the song did grow on me. So, as I'm saying, at first, didn't care for it, but the more and more I got to listen to the song, the more it grew on me. So, yeah, definitely like this song now, since it did grow on me. So, Lifetimes, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, because it's a good song, and I'm glad that it didn't grow on me, because it's a good song, and I don't know why I didn't like it at first. Not sure, but I'm just that way on certain songs. But if I listen to a certain song, more and more it will grow on me, and that happened with this song. So, yeah, giving it a 4 out of 5. Good song here. So, next one I'm going to talk about is All the Love. This is the 7th song on the album. This was a very amazing song. It was another empowering song, and a very inspiring and uplifting song as well. So, yeah, you gotta have love in the world. So, yeah, All the Love was an amazing song. It was another one of my favorites outside of the singles off of this new album by Katy Perry. So, I'm gonna give All the Love a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a very good track here from Katy Perry. So, the next song I'm gonna talk about is track 8. The song is called Nirvana, and no, they did not title the song after the band Nirvana, so I don't want to hear people coming in this review being negative when it comes to the song, because that's not where Katy Perry is coming from when she made a song called Nirvana, because Nirvana is part of Buddhism, and it does have a proper definition. It's pretty much about peace and love, pretty much. So, yeah, Nirvana, I love this song by Katy Perry. It's another great song, another positive song, because it is about peace and joy and love and all that. So, yeah, great song here by Katy Perry. I love this one. I would actually put this as a single again, if I were Katy Perry, I'd actually choose Nirvana as another single off of her new album, because it's definitely worthy of being a single, because it's one of the best songs on this album. So Nirvana, I'm giving this song also in 4.5 out of 5, because I just really like this song, and I'm glad that she has another positive song off this album. Good song. 4.5 out of 5 for track 8, Nirvana. So the last song I'm going to talk about in the review is the 11th and final song of the album, called Wonder. And I'm not sure who the little girl is in this song with Katy Perry, but she's at the beginning and end of the song, I think it was. It might be Katy Perry's daughter. Maybe that's what I'm just guessing, but I'm not too sure on that, because I didn't really do much research on this song before recording the review. But yeah, I think Wonder was an amazing song to end off the album. So with this album, you had Woman's World to begin the album, which was a good opening track, as I said when I talked about Woman's World in the review. And then with Wonder is a great closing track. So with this album, you got a great opening track, and you also have a great closing track. So Wonder, amazing. So yeah, this was a great song, and is one of my favorite closing tracks that Katy Perry has ever done, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, this is an amazing closing track, and I just think it's one of her best closing tracks that she's ever put out to any of her albums. So Wonder, another song that I will give an 4.5 out of a 5 for. So yeah, definitely an amazing closing track when it pertains to this album. So, what do I think of 143 overall by Katy Perry? It has a lot of good songs, like Woman's World, Crush, Lifetimes, All the Love, Nirvana, Wonder. Those are my 6 favorite songs of the album, to be honest. So that's why I chose to talk about those songs on the album. But songs like Gimme, featuring 21 Savage, not a big fan of that song, to be honest, but I thought it was a decent song. So yeah, Gimme, not going to talk about it in the review, but I'll give it a 3.5 out of a 5. Not a big fan of 21 Savage. I just don't like his music. Not a fan. This song could have been better. I would have boosted up the score of this song higher if he wasn't in it, but I'm going to cut the song some slack with Katy's parts. That's why I'm giving it a 3.5 out of a 5, because of Katy. But other than that, I'm not a fan of 21 Savage. Gorgeous, featuring Petras. Did not like this song. It's a cringeworthy song. It's got a good beat, but the song overall, I'm just not a big fan of it. So I'm giving it a 2.5 out of 5. And then I'm His, He's Mine, featuring Doechii. Another song where it's got a good beat, but the song is just not a big fan of it. So I'm giving it a 2.5 out of a 5. Artificial with JID was a solid song. I'll give it a 3 out of a 5, because it's better than Gorgeous and I'm His, He's Mine. Artificial with JID is better than both of those songs, so I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. And then Truth, which was track 10, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. So that is going to be all I'm going to say for the remainder of the songs. Didn't talk about them, just wanted to give my little perspective on them and why I chose those ratings for those songs. So 143 overall as an album, I think I'll give it a fair score, guys. I think it's an album that has songs that are skippable, but also it has some good songs as well. So I'm going to give it a fair score, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of a 10. Let me know what y'all thought of Katy Perry's new studio album, 143. These are my thoughts, guys. I like the album, but some songs can be skipped. So, 7 out of a 10. Thanks for watching my review for Katy Perry's album 143, and I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. God bless. See y'all next time. Peace.